Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you, Geeta? How are you doing? Thanks for asking.
Mm, no complaint. I am just living my happy life. Thanks
That
for greeting me. Yeah. Ma'am, please introduce yourself in a nutshell as we are meeting after a long time for
yes,
our new viewers. Yeah.
yes. Why not? As you know, my name is Hema. I was born and raised in India. Basically, I am from Uttarakhand. But after getting married, I came to Australia. Therefore, I have been living in Australia for the last 16 years. My qualifications include a post graduation degree in Hindi honors, which I have done from Ramjas College in Delhi. I have also a bachelor degree, therefore, I have in education. Therefore, I've been working as a teacher in Australia. So, by profession, I am a teacher. Besides, I have a channel on YouTube which is called The Art of Speaking English, and that is all about me.
Wow. Good to hear about you. Ma'am,
Thank you
I
so
want to
much.
ask you one thing. As everybody knows that if we just want to learn English language, so LSRW, that is very important. So in this, I just want to discuss reading. So do you
Yes.
love reading books?
I really do love reading books, but due to busy schedule, I really don't have time to read. But really, whenever I get time, I do like to read book because I read Bhagavad Gita and it is my favorite subject. I learned so many things from Bhagavad Gita, so these days I am trying to study it. But yes, I can't do on regular basis. As you know, I am very busy here. I have to work 5 days and Saturday Sunday is very hard. And now I got YouTube channel. So yes, it is very hard to manage these days.
Really, actually, as you are just talking about Bhagavad Gita, that is very spiritual and that tells us the way how to live. Yeah. When we
That
just
is
read it deeply, then we come to know that why it is written and what is the sense of life through that book. Yeah. So, would you like to express your thoughts about the importance of reading?
yeah. I just would like to add on Bhagavad Gita. It is human manual. So if we just follow the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, that way we can spend our life peacefully and we know what to do if we are in stress and if we are suffering some kind of problem, we can get answer from that book. So it is very
Hmm.
recommended if we read that. That would be very great. It will be very helpful for us.
Hmm. Really? Yes. Actually, it is a proverb that a friend in need, a friend indeed. But that proverb goes with books also. It is quite true in the context with book. Whenever we feel free and whenever we feel alone, so that time a book can be our best friend because
Exactly.
we can just yeah. Really. So
Yeah,
there is so much things that when we develop our reading habits, so that time we can say that books are prejudged as good friend.
you said rightly, books are our very good friends because we are learning so many things from books. If we want to just gain some knowledge or skill, when we read something, that way we just get idea, okay, how to come over problems. If we are facing some kind of problem and we have solution, and we when we read, and when we talk to our friends and we just share our idea, sometimes our friends they become judgmental and they judge
Yes.
us, and in front of us they say, oh yeah, I can understand, I can, and after they say, no, 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 she
Hmm.
is not doing good, and something like that. So but when we read book, so there is no one to judge us, okay, and we just get the
Really.
answer of our problems.
Hmm.
Sometimes when I read Bhagavad Gita, if I have some question on my mind, when I read it, I just straight away when I open the page, I say, oh my goodness, I got my answer there. So yeah, it
Really.
kind of
We
magic.
find all the solution through that time, that kind of books whenever we read. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yes.
said
It
rightly.
uh, it is the sources we can say that that channelize our thoughts in the right direction. And sometimes
Definitely,
whenever
it's an
yeah, please go ahead.
You said rightly, it channelize our thought in right direction, and that way we can just go through right direction if we want to achieve our destination. And yes, I just recommend everyone, if whenever they get time, if they can just read only one page or half page, that would be great help for them. That way and they will gain their knowledge, they will learn something from that book. Even they can just develop their vocabulary, they can collect some words. So this is a very good medium to learn and expand their skills.
Yes. Actually, if we talk about books, so books just leaves a great influence at our life. Whenever I'm just sharing one experience of my life when I was pregnant. So that time I used to read Bhagavad Gita, and the effect of that reading, just we can say that it reflects on my son's character. Yes,
Okay, that
yeah.
is good.
Really,
Great,
because
good.
as if I feel that as if all the learning of Gita, whatever I have read that time, he has just consumed in himself. Yes.
Yeah, you remind me the story of Abhimanyu. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know.
When his mom, she was pregnant with him, and she was listening some kind of spiritual talk, I think that Chakravyuh. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
and she fell, yes, he fell asleep, but yes, it was a good story. Yes.
yes. Actually, my mother-in-law used to say that you should read these type of books, Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana, during those period. So it will be very helpful for the character building of the children or your child. So that's I followed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you followed the really very good advice, and now you can see effect on your son behavior. So yeah, that's good. You nailed it.
Yeah. And if we talk about reading for learners, so it is very helpful whenever we do active learning. So that time reading helps us a lot, because when we read any content, so that time we just go through with the grammar. We come to know new vocabs and new sentence structures that are totally unknown to us. So it is the way to learn new things, and automatically when we read aloud, so it goes in our subconscious mind also. That's work to make us learn. Yes, this language.
I agree with you. You said rightly. When we read out loud what happened, it will fixed into our story. What happened to
Yeah.
me? It will be fixed in our subconscious mind, and when it's fixed in our subconscious mind, that way whenever we get time to recall those words, if we are talking something,
Hmm.
automatically it comes
Yes.
on our tongue, and we are able to make those sentences. But if we don't have reading practice, that way if we don't develop our knowledge, if we are talking
Hmm.
on some kind of matter, and if we don't have
Hmm.
knowledge about that, we want to speak on that topic. So if we
Yes.
have read already, that way when the time comes to talk on that topic, we will be able to recall those words. And you said
Yes.
also rightly that we can collect some words while we are reading, and when we read out loud what happened, our mouth muscles get ready to speak English well. That way we give our mouth practice to speak in English, because if we usually we think, okay, we know the English, we know the grammar, we know everything, and we are very
Yes.
knowledgeable, I can well. But the time come to speak in English, we find ourselves we are not able to pronounce those words very well, because we
Hmm.
don't give to speak in English. But when we read out loud, that way we collect some words, we know how to do form the sentence
Yes.
structures, and also we know how we give our mouth practice to speak in English, and also we give our mind to think in English, because thinking also engaged during that time. We read and we
Really,
think that
really. It
same.
helps in thinking in English also. Because lots of ideas just goes into our mind, and whenever we speak, so they automatically comes out. And in this way, we just build up our word building, and that affects our speaking in great manner. really. And those who says that I'm not fonding of reading books, so for them also I would advise that they should read at least one page or one short story for 3 minutes or 4 minutes, so that they can get the benefits of reading books. Yeah.
Yes, you said rightly, and that is really true because being a teacher, you have lots of ideas, and that way through YouTube channel, you are imparting your knowledge. And I think people who ever they will watch it later, they will get some ideas from this video.
Mm. Yeah. Actually, ma'am, thank you so much for giving me your precious time because I know your schedule is very hectic, but yet we are talking and it's good and it's your kind gesture that we are talking here. Okay, then I think we should wind up the session, and it's been a rosy session with you. I enjoyed
Thank,
a lot.
thank
Bye
you so
bye.
much. I thank you so much, Geeta. You are very humble. You are appreciating my efforts. You are thinking